Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another great video by Falto. Now, I know I play Mario Kart and I don't really play Fortnite, which is why I have my friend Harsh with me who does play Fortnite from time to time. So Harsh, I know everyone already knows what happened, but Harsh, could you just give us a recap of like what exactly happened with Fortnite, you know?
Hey guys, so recently Epic Games, I should say, has decided to find a loophole and get rid of the monarchy that Apple and Google Play have had on the gaming industry for a while. So they decided to come out with their own payment method called Epic Direct Payment, which allows them to bypass the tax system that Apple and Google force them to give. So basically, like, if you buy, like, let's say $10 worth of in-game currency, Apple will take $3 out of the $10 because that's how they make money from it. So Epic decided to say, hey, you know what? Let's just add our own way of doing this, so you don't have to pay them money, and lower the prices. So in retaliation, Google Play and Apple have banned the app, I guess you could say. They've got it rid of it off the App Store, and they are blocking about 1 billion devices from playing it on mobile now, and Encounter Epic Games has now sued them.
Yeah. So basically, I think Harsh, you're on the side where this is, I think you're on Epic's side like during this thing, while I am actually on Apple and Google's side on this thing. Okay, now, I know I don't think I said this before, but I'm not a big fan of Epic Games, but this is like not related to that. Basically, why I think Fortnite is in the wrong is basically because every single marketplace, Google, Apple, they have a quote-unquote tax. Now, it just so happens that the tax on the Apple and Google is 30%. But if you go to Steam, if you go to Xbox Marketplace, Windows Store, to go to Sony's Marketplace, you could go to freaking Samsung's Marketplace, they all have a quote-unquote tax, which they take. Yeah?
You said Samsung?
Yeah, because Samsung phones, they have their own app store kind of thing.
Oh, I thought Samsung would be under Google Play.
So they have both, actually.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So basically, every single of these, so every marketplace, they have their own quote-unquote tax, So it just so happens that, Google and Apple's is 30%. So, basically, Apple and Google, they have the full right to ban the app, because honestly, if Epic Games, they don't want to pay that money, then like they can make their own phone and not have to pay that tax, like, also, thing is that
they can do that.
I mean, I know they can't, but like I'm just saying that, so like Apple can say, hey, go fuck yourself and make your own phone, I mean, like Apple could like say that, I mean, not exactly, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like, like they could say that, like that message,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and plus, what do you say, imagine if a game on the Epic launcher did this.
Oh, the Epic Games Store.
So basically, you have a free-to-play game on the Epic Store, and they say, hey,
Epic Games Store, well, if you think about it, Epic Games Store is basically a dumbed-down version of Steam.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like I'm saying that, imagine if a game developer said the same thing what Epic said to pretty much Apple is, hey, don't use the Epic Store's payment system, use our own one so you can save money. I wonder how they would feel if some game did that.
Saving money, because let's be honest, the current situation, everything, the world.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with this?
If they look, you think about it, or are you willing to? Okay, think about it this way. So, if they're selling for $10, right? Mm-hmm. And you're iffy on buying it, like, it's $10, that's a little expensive. But then you see it on sale for $8. Mm-hmm. Would you be more willing to buy it? Yes or no?
Yes, I would, but
So,
okay, but
again,
okay,
they're
but that's
getting-
not.
no, hold
But
on.
that's
But
okay.
the thing is, they're sure they reduced the price by a bit, but they're still making more sales off it. You know what I mean?
Okay, but that's not what I'm saying right now. What I'm saying is, imagine if okay, so I'm just gonna say an example. I know this is not gonna happen, but let's say if Monopoly made a battle royale game. Okay, I'm just saying some random shit as an example, and Monopoly said, and sorry, in this game, Monopoly was on the Epix launcher. Okay. And Monopoly did the exact thing where they said, "Hey, instead of using Epix payment system, use our own Monopoly direct payment system." I'm sure Epic Games would not be happy with that. So, yeah, so which is what I'm saying, that every single and now that 30% cut, we could argue that it is a bit too much. Maybe make it like 10%, but like But the truth is that that tax, whether it's 30%, 10%, like I think that's justified, because Apple, they do like regulate apps that like they do heavy testing for viruses, and so it's not like they just let like, hey, any app on the App Store. Like, no, they actually do make sure that it's a safe app. So I feel like you could argue that again, like maybe not 30%, make it like the 10%.
Apple is a multi-billionaire company. I don't know why they're complaining over this.
So is Epic Games. So is Epic Games.
But Apple has been in this monopoly for many, many years.
But
they have probably more money than Epic. Let's be honest.
But the thing is that
greedy.
Epic, Apple, they have the full right to like say, hey, so if you want to be on our iPhone, then you gotta pay our tax, because think of it as like a rent. So I mean, like that. So yeah,
but you pretty much Apple's gonna lose because of this.
Oh yeah, Apple will lose money again. This is like a business move that Apple is doing. So pretty much Apple is like, no, we don't. Like they're doing this like knowing that they will lose money, but like at the same time they don't.
Yeah, but I don't think that Apple knew that Epic was gonna sue them.
Well, I mean, you would. Yeah, they might have not known, but it is possible that some business insiders, like people that leak stuff, they probably share info, because that happens, with companies where like they keep insight on the other company, like top secret stuff. So like, I'm not saying that they knew, but like it's possible that they knew or they did not know. I'm saying that either one. Now what I think is it would be a good compromise for this tax thing, which people claim is monopoly. I think
is it really a claim when it's
this is just my solution idea. You could say, yeah. So I think that the 30% tax for V-Bucks and all in-game currencies for any app is justified, because this is virtual currency, which to the dev it costs them nothing. Like pretty much, like if you think about it, like it legit costs them like probably cents for them to just change your V-Buck count from 100 to 200. I'm just saying example. Like it legit costs them pennies to like just change the code for you, and you're paying $10, $100 for these V-Bucks. Now, so if pretty much what I'm saying is that the margin is very, very high on these on this, pretty much. So, and it's not like Netflix or I don't know if you know, but Flowplane, were like, for them to pay that 30% tax is difficult, because because when you pay like that, when you pay like $10 for like Netflix actually pays the people,
they have to pay the people who are getting the credit for the movies from.
Yeah. Also, like they have to pay to like license, or they have to pay to have the movies on Netflix. So like,
streaming service.
yeah, so like that's justified, and the margin is, I'd say, much lower for Netflix compared to V-Bucks. Yeah. So I just think that now a solution could be that this tax could be lowered for like apps like Netflix, which is justified, but for like games in-app purchases, I feel like it's justified to like keep that margin high because the margin is already going to be high. And I'm saying this and I'm saying why the margin is so high is because I know some coding, and basically it's probably gonna cost them. Now I'm not an expert, but I'm just saying that it's probably gonna cost them like cents.
Upwards to nothing.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna highball. I'm gonna assume, let's say, cost them 10 cents. Oh, sorry, like 50 cents. We'll say that. For them to just change your V-Buck counter from 100 to 200. And you're paying, what, 10 bucks? So,
yeah.
I'm gonna do the math right now, and if I don't mess this up, let's see the quote-unquote margin for this. So, 10 cents and $10.
I think it's 1,000%.
Yeah, I'm just...
10,000, something like that.
Yeah, so pretty much, they're getting 1,000% margin.
Interest, almost.
Yeah, and they're pretty much crying because they don't want to pay Apple 30% of this margin. So pretty much now you could argue that Epic Games is fighting for the smaller guys, but let's be honest, this is probably because they don't want to pay this tax themselves, because they know that they probably get a lot of money, or they probably get a lot of sales from V-Bucks on iPhones, I'm gonna assume, and Android.
Yeah.
But like, what doesn't make sense is like, why aren't they going after Xbox or Sony? Because the game is also on console, right? And they probably have to pay a similar
Xbox
tax.
and Sony aren't fighting against them for it. They're fine with it.
But the thing is that they still have to pay a tax on those consoles, like,
Oh, it's
and
not
Switch.
30%. It's probably like 10%. It's
Well,
less than Apple's. I know that for a fact.
Well, let's find that out exactly. I actually forgot to look that up. Alright, so Microsoft, I found out that for games it's 30%, and for like not games it's 15%. So, so basically any games in-app purchases for Microsoft and Xbox, because they're one thing, it's 30%, and for any like non-gaming apps it's 15%.
Interesting. But I guess they're not suing them because they haven't deleted the game off their store.
So this update, which they did, hey, so buy V-Bucks from our direct payment system instead of Apple's payment system. This is only on like this is only on the mobile version, not on the console. Okay, all right. Yeah, that was my question. Yeah, so basically, this is
a marketing scam.
Yeah, so pretty much this is just Fortnite trying to go after Apple and Google. I don't think this is I don't think this is actually like, them trying to fight for the smaller guys. A lot of people are saying that, but I would say that this is just them. Like, I'm gonna assume that because of this, they probably don't make a lot of money from Microsoft and Samsung's like the console, and they make more money from the iPhone and Android version. I'm gonna assume that, because a lot more people have iPhones and Android than consoles, if I'm correct. Because like everyone has a smartphone, while like not everyone has a console,
Yeah.
So this is just Epic Games trying to get more money, and they sued Apple because Apple is already in a heated situation with the Congress anyway. So this is just trying to jab at
Congress?
them.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that Apple is being like investigated with Congress?
No, never heard of that. No, what? Why?
Wait, we'll talk about that some
We'll
other
get into
time.
that later. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, just look up Apple, Google, and Amazon versus Congress, because like I think the top four, top three, those guys, they were like, they had a conference with Congress. So, but you can look that up. But that's off topic. Yeah. So basically, to wrap up my my argument is that I think this is just like, you know what, if Epic Games wants to do this, like Epic Games, just make your own damn phone if you don't want to pay Apple and Google 30% tax, because this tax is on all, like it's pretty much everywhere. So I don't know why they're complaining about it on the iPhone and Apple. I mean, iPhone and Google. Unless obviously they want to make.
I guess I changed my.
Wow, I'm surprised I actually managed to convince you.
I thought that console was a lot less, so I'm like, oh, they're probably just doing it because there's, you know, shit ton more. But yeah.
Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that they can't. Well, Apple and they can't just like make it higher on the iPhone and or smartphones compared to console, because then people would not make games for the mobile, you know? Like, think of it that way. Like, you know, like when you buy a phone or when you buy something, like, let's say a couch, I'm sure that the couch, which is cheaper, but it's the same thing as a more expensive one, is going to get sold, you know, it's going to get sold more, you know, because it's cheaper,
like, it's
but it's
going to get sold more because it's on sale than it isn't.
Yeah, but so that's why I think the tax has to be the exact same on everything. Otherwise, like, people are not gonna go to that. You know, like, devs are not gonna make games for that Play Store because, you know, it's a lot more. You know, like, hey, I want to make less. Hey, I want to make more money, so I'm not gonna go on here. So it's like that. Well, that was it. Now I think I'm gonna call this series, or not series, but I'm gonna call this a unscripted ramble, because that's what we pretty much just did.
Yeah.
Now, I had some notes, but like that's about it. I didn't like there was no what do you call script to this at all.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Peace.